With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
The Ravens had 15-1 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ricard going to get it on the option. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. This a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson, options out left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is Austin with a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
He finds his man Johnson, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. He's happy to do so there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go.
Complete. It's Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Completes it to Austin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it on 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. That's what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Lawrence on the sneak.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. In motion is likely. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Get out of the success here so far. Did you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end.
Play action. It's Jackson.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. On second down, here's Gibbs.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And they're going to speed things up here.
Duvernay in motion.
Now it's Jackson.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. A give right side for Pacheco. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And it is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Let's go.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
They'll try again.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Steelers 17, Ravens 14. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And they'll run with Pacheco.
And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's Pacheco.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And they try with Pacheco.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
This is Pacheco.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. Now the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Connecting with Andrews.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Pittsburgh,
they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,
You can forgive them for having an eye toward the playoffs already as they finish at 15-2 on the year.
and as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.